morning, Real School, and welcome to our live newscast. I hope everyone had a good weekend.
Your newscasters are Andrew from Miss Vanetta's class.
And also Ellie from Miss Vanetta's class.
Today is Monday, October 24th, 2011. It is a day one.
Today's character education thought of the day is model good behavior for others. Now for today's weather.
Today is expected to be partly cloudy. The current temperature is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The high is expected to be 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low this evening will be 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow is expected to be sunny with a high of 64 and a low of 44. Looking at the radar, we see nothing but mostly clear skies for today. There will be outdoor recess.
If you look up to the night sky tonight, here's what the moon will look like. Not much.
That's because it is one day before the new moon.
Today's lunch will be corn dog with breadsticks.
At this time, please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for the sports report.
The Eagles had a bye this week.
And so did the Giants. Hopefully both teams come out of the bye week hungry for a win.
The Jets come back to beat the Chargers 27-21.
Now for a bathroom update message. Mr. Vaquero reported that the bathrooms look very good at the end of the day on Friday.
Thank everyone for taking good care of our bathrooms.
We would also like to acknowledge 2 students who showed excellent character.
Yuri and Jonas from Miss Houston's class showed excellent character by drying off the sinks and picking tissues off the floor to give our custodians a helping hand.
Now for some box tops news.
What a great collection box of this tops you've all brought in this fall.
Our last week's winners are in first place, Cal W. in Miss Pliskin's class.
Second place is John Y. in Miss Rodriguez's class. And in third place is Scott C. in Miss Lucason and O'Reilly's class.
Your prizes can be picked up in your teacher's mailbox. Be sure to check out the Box Tops bulletin board to find out our school's grand total of box tops.
Way to go, Village School. Look for our next contest in January.
Right after we sign off, we'll play 5 minutes video about a wonderful program we have been doing at VES for many years.
It's called Trick or Treat for UNICEF, and the video runs 5 minutes.
For the VES News Network, this is Ellie signing off.
And Andrew signing off.
Tune in tomorrow for another edition of the VES News. Have a magnificent Monday and enjoy the UNICEF video.
Every kid wants to be safe and healthy, and to get the chance to live, learn, and grow. But some kids live in countries where poverty or war or natural disasters make it difficult to get even the basics to survive. These kids don't have enough food or medicines or clean, safe water to drink or schools to go to. They're not getting the childhood they deserve. But there is good news for children in need around the world. There's an organization called UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund. UNICEF does whatever it takes to save young lives. 10,000 women and men work in over 150 countries to provide medicines, clean water, nutrition, and education to millions of kids. Each of us needs immunizations to protect us against dangerous diseases. We also need medicines to cure us when we do get sick. UNICEF gives immunizations and medicines to kids all around the world. This saves millions of children's lives every year. One out of every 4 kids doesn't get the right nutrition to be healthy. When children are suffering from malnutrition, UNICEF works to get them the food and the vitamins they need to live and grow. That way they can get strong enough to fight off deadly illnesses and stay healthy. We all need clean water. When the only available water source is dirty or unsafe, kids get diarrhea, and their bodies can lose so much liquid they can die. UNICEF helps build wells and provide safe, clean water to children and their families. Some kids live in places where there is war. Some are forced to work in dangerous jobs. Even when the conditions are dangerous and difficult, UNICEF works to protect kids and get them what they need to survive. UNICEF also has programs that rescue child workers so that they can have brighter, safer futures. Every kid has the right to an education. When kids have the chance to go to school, they learn to read, write, and better support their families when they grow up. But 100 million kids in this world do not get a chance to go to school. UNICEF supplies schools with notebooks, pencils, and blackboards so that kids can keep learning. UNICEF also trains teachers and rebuilds schools that have been destroyed. Because of UNICEF, millions of children now have the chance to get an education.
People look to UNICEF for help in ensuring that the needs of children are met in all these different situations.
UNICEF is there for all children everywhere.
These kids have a right to health, they have a right to education, they have a right to survive.
UNICEF needs help from people like us. We can raise money so that UNICEF can save lives. That means that we, along with UNICEF, have the power to change the world. For 60 years, young people have helped other kids by trick-or-treating for UNICEF. It's an American tradition. And after 6 decades, Trick-or-Treat for UNICEF is still going strong. Listen to what these trick-or-treaters have to say.
I think I'm making a difference because I get to help other kids in need.
Food and water and medicine, everyone deserves that. Helping other people makes me glad because you can't just tell yourself, well, if I don't help these people, someone else will. Because you don't really know that. And for all you know, someday these people could be your friends or something.
Every child in the world deserves a childhood, and we can work with UNICEF to see that every child gets one.